So we can't complain. We know what it is. It's time to change the tone. We have to unify our dollars, else nothing will change. We have to weaponize the almighty black dollar to save us. Because we can't have these festivals and conventions, but then we leave here and we don't understand the power of our $1.8 trillion spending power that we only give 2% to ourselves. So I'm here to speak from love. I'm love. Self-love is making sure that you take care of yourself, your family, and your people first. And you can't wait for nobody to come save you. So there is a solution. Things are definitely dismal as far as what's planned for us, but there's a way out. If we unify, but we gotta truly unify. We have to truly start making decisions that support our communities. We can't think that there's a government grant that's gonna come and just free us all. We have to get to hustling, working together, and changing the tone.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wake Up Black. Educate and enlighten.
When you look at Jay, you look at yourself, a lot of people have made their money not so much on the music side, but on the spirit side. Then you look at somebody like George Clooney, who's one of the greatest actors of all time. He became a billionaire because of tequila on the low. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like when you were saying how other brands were put in bars and put in restaurants and there was marketing dollars behind that, that's why you heard of these liquors that you never heard of before. They weren't putting your liquor in the same places, and they was actually just relying on your star power and not giving you the marketing dollar. It's kind of like fighting with your hands cuffed. So I think it's great to communicate that, because from the outside in, it could be looked at as like, that's just somebody's rich problems, like these like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, it's bigger than you, because it's like, all right, this is a problem that's faced across the board, where black companies get less funding, black companies get less promotion, less distribution. If you look at InvestFest, look how many people is here right now. There's no reason why we shouldn't have $10 million in corporate sponsorships, right? If we was a white entity and it was all white people, every single corporation in America would be sponsoring InvestFest, right?
Facts.
But these are the problems that are hard to communicate, because it's like most people, you're worried about, you know, paycheck to paycheck, right? So you're not worrying about that, but it's like on a higher level, there's different levels of racism. This is the level of racism that you don't see. So it looks like, oh, we're millionaires and we get 15,000 people, but it's like somebody else can do a fraction of this and get way more money and be on CNBC and be on Bloomberg. But when we get on, it's for diversity or a black initiative or Black History Month. That's a systemic problem in this country that's hard to communicate because people don't fully understand it. And you told me, so you was like, on your level, there's issues that's hard to communicate because we don't understand it, because we're not at the billionaire level. So I think it's just important it's always, every level that you go to, there's different hurdles.
Yes. One of the things I've been blessed to see is having 30 years in corporate America with partnerships. And we have to come to the reality that nobody is coming to save us. No one is coming to save us. Out of all the business revenue in America, only 1% goes to black businesses. But then there's an accountability from us, because we have a $1.8 trillion buying power, and only 2% of that we circulate in our own communities. So we can't complain. We know what it is. It's time to change the tone. We have to unify our dollars, else nothing will change. We have to weaponize the almighty black dollar to save us. Because we can't have these festivals and conventions, but then we leave here and we don't understand the power of our $1.8 trillion spending power that we only give 2% to ourselves. So I'm here to speak from love. I'm love. Self-love is making sure that you take care of yourself, your family, and your people first. And you can't wait for nobody to come save you. So there is a solution. Things are definitely dismal as far as what's planned for us, but there's a way out. If we unify, but we got to truly, truly unify. We have to truly, truly start making decisions that support our communities. We can't think that there's a government grant that's going to come and just free us all. We have to get to hustling, working together, and changing the tone.
Yeah. That's a fact. You know, one of our other conversations, the word disruption kept coming up. And you were so adamant about it. When we walked away from it, it was like, how can we be as disruptive? And it's interesting because the most disruptive thing we can do is work together, right? It's something that we haven't done, right? And so I know that you just launched Empower Global. Talk about what that is and how, similar to what we're trying to do, give platforms to people in the worlds of business of all categories. What's your vision for that, Empower Global?
I'm a solutions-based person. You know, I don't want to just come and reiterate the problems that we already know is going on. So when I'm using my creativity and I'm focused, first of all, one of the things that being successful and having money, people kind of get your purpose messed up. They get it fucked up, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know what cloth you cut from, because once they see you getting money, it turns into something else. But from day one, you know, for me, my purpose was always to make sure that I was working to make life better for my people. So as I looked at where we're supposed to be as a people, in 2053, they said we're going to have zero net wealth as a people. So I didn't want to sit there and complain about it. I'm like, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? And I remember Tulsa. And I was like, Tulsa, Black Wall Street, Black Main Street. And I was like, you know, I'm standing on the shoulders of my ancestors right now. I said, I have the mind and creativity to make a global marketplace, to make the new Black Amazon where we can see ourselves circulating our dollars. I don't want to ask nobody for shit. I'm going. It's Empower Global. It's a solution. And it puts accountability back on us. We cannot leave this room and not have the accountability to do better. Because it's ridiculous that out of $1.8 trillion, we only love ourselves 2%. And so Empower Global was created for entrepreneurs of color all around the world and the whole diaspora to be able to tap in, to be able to support each other. And so that right there is the mission. That's one of the parts of the solution, and I want everybody to go visit Empower Global, but not just visit, shop there, and know the purpose and the cause is to provide a solution. If not, we're just going to be talking about it. So my whole thing is let's get to the solution, and that's what...